Okay, I was gonna print this out, but I really don't give a shit about Chris, so I figured I'd just go. It's a waste of paper. I'm trying to say it. Alright, I'm gonna try to keep this pretty short and just like Chris's Asian cock. There's a lot of Asian people, so that shouldn't know. But yeah, I was thinking about Chris the other day and how his eyes are so slanted that every time I'm going to make him laugh, they're actually going to open. Alright, another good thing about Chris is, I mean, we all know he dates younger girls and all that good stuff. I'm gonna say it, everybody's gonna say it, but me being biracial, I still think Chris should date inside his race because, I mean, like Asian women, when they're like 40, they still look like they're 16. I'm pretty good at that. So the other day I'm on the internet looking and I see that there's a British study that says that teenage girls have sex at a younger age, so I know where Chris is going for his spring break. Alright, but in all honesty, Chris has always been a very generous person, I mean, he's probably given a few girls STDs. Let's at least hope he gave men and antibiotics too. That's it.
Okay, this is not going to be short and sweet. It's going to be long and painful.
PowerPoint!
And yes, I have index cards because I can't remember shit. Thank you, drugs. Trying to look at all you while I read. Okay, tonight we are gathered here to celebrate the life and fake death of Christopher Windslow Bakos. My friend, my mentor, my roommate, my hero, my inspiration, my hetero life mate. This is a man who single-handedly created a force in the Oswego restaurant scene with Red Robin, while the other hand was grabbing his server's ass. This is a man who can do anything he wants. So now I would like to read you a list of alternative career choices for Chris.
Oh.
J.C. Penney photographer. Petting zoo tour guide. Staring contest champion. Nike plant manager. Ice cream truck driver. Gymnastics coach. Miss Teen Beauty Pageant MC. Very good with words. Lifeguard at your local YMCA. Fancy liqueur maker. Hot wing tester. Sexual harassment coach. Vintage hat tester. Sandal flip-flop model. He's in the LL Bean catalog, I believe, this year. This one's really not flattering, Chris. Candy pusher. Should really stop doing that. It's not right. Banana Republic CEO. Has a whole line, so he would know. Ball sweat prevention engineer. Big problem, but we'll figure it out someday soon. Exotic dancer for the blind. Random dude whisperer. Introduction expert. Liquor store locator. Author of a book called How to Ask for Directions. Girl Scout or Boy Scout camp counselor.
Boy Scout.
And finally, race car driver, drunk driving circuit. But not only could Chris work in any industry or field he chooses, I also believe he has superpowers. If you do not believe me, just listen to this. He can break his own bones without doing anything. The more he drinks, the better driver he becomes. The more he thinks he knows where he is at, the more lost he becomes. The longer he stares at a girl, the more attractive she becomes. The more times he asks you to go somewhere, the less likely you want to go there. The more Mexican food he eats, the fitter he becomes. The more people he buys drinks for, the less popular he becomes. I don't know how that works, though. He can turn any sport or activity into a medical emergency. The more co-workers he harasses, the more money he earns per year.
That's true.
Proven fact, it's in the portfolio. Whatever that means. The more times he says, quite frankly, serious, essentially, in conclusion, as a matter of fact, the less sense he makes. Chris, look at all the people who came out to celebrate your fake death. Just imagine when you actually die. Now that'll be a fucking party. I love you, man. Keep on being you. Thank you.
Okay, so I figured I'm gonna be the nice one. I'm gonna do a slideshow. I love this song.
So does Chris.
That's my song.
Got the greatest sense of
Well, thank you. Is it comfortable? Yeah, it won't be later on, I'm just saying. I'm getting in there with you. Arena. Remember the car ride last week? You enjoyed every minute of it.
Wow.
No, it was really dirty. You swallowed, that's all I'm saying. So, weirdly enough, you did. That's what I call it. 30 years old really doesn't deserve a roast, I don't think. I mean, it's not from you. I mean, every girl that you ever slept with doesn't even add up to 30, I don't think. You know what's funny is when I met him, he always talked about this girl he lived with. I never saw that woman the entire time. I have no idea if she really exists. I don't know. What? No. Every time I've ever hung out with Chris Bakos, I always think about bacon bits, and it makes me hungry. Not like that, but close. And the Asian thing, yeah, it's a little weird, but it's really hot, because I don't know where I'm going to go with this. I think you should be scared. It's been a long time since I've had a microphone. Oh, no, that was last week.